the mirrors pulled in, driving down this brushed in road to a top secret area where there's supposed to be some really big Roosevelt bulls. So we're excited to get out here and chase them. We had an adventurous morning, but now we're ready for some elk hunting action.
Dave's at the hospital. Looks like everything's going well. Sent us a picture of what it looks like underneath, and pretty clean cut, so we'll see. He's probably got to stay off it for a few days. I just don't like the sound of these sticks going down the side of the truck.
I like them better going down the side of the truck than the side of my face.
That is true.
Which they've been doing for the last 3 days. Alright, so we're getting ready to drop down into a canyon, and just wanted to show you the results of hunting in wet boots. How do those feel?
A named cameraman was wearing those.
Donnie, how are your feet?
Mine are
Fine.
baby dry.
Oh, look at that.
Not even a lick.
What boots are those?
The Nevada GTX.
Nevada GTX from Crispi.
Yes.
And they've kept your feet dry and they're comfortable?
I think I have almost 500 miles on these boots in the past 4 years.
Wow.
So.
Somebody want a free pair of Crispi Nevada GTX boots?
Maybe not this exact pair.
You don't want to give those ones away?
I don't think they want them.
All right, leave a comment below. Any comment. Today's action's been a little crazy. You can comment on that. You can comment on blisters, whatever you want to. Just leave a comment. We're going to pick a winner and give away a pair of Crispi Nevada Gore-Tex boots today. Just some unbelievable country in here. It's hard to describe it. Beautiful, I'd love to find a bugling elk that we could call in. Shoot this stuff. Just huge old growth. Tons of vegetation. Evening in here, just incredible with the sun filtering through. Just everything's so green, it just turns it neon. I said my dream was to find a Roosevelt bull and shoot it coming through the green ferns and the old growth timber. Big white, massive body, black and orange antlers. If it happened here, that'd be a dream come true for sure. It's incredible. Ton of fresh sign. Ground's all tore up. Fresh tracks. Hopefully we're in the right spot. Let's try a little bit.
It's eerily quiet out here right now. Just kind of waiting, trying to get some kind of a response. He's talking to that guy over there. There's no guy over there. It's just a camera.
Got mud on the ground right here. There's obviously a wallow somewhere nearby.
That sunshine through there is right where that wall is at.
Is it? He was probably right.
It'll be on my drone.
About 60 yards. I only heard him. There any other break-in, he was raking up there.
You're again, like going away.
Just that last one, but just no, just now.
Oh, you did hear it now?
Yeah, he's 200 yards farther away. He just bugled. I thought that's what you guys came.
We didn't hear it.
Literally, right before you walked over it. We finally heard an elk bugle down in here. Go down here, there's a wallow that's been being used. We sat up on him for a little bit. But he just kind of meandered off, just not
Came
aggressive.
in good. He started up on the ridge. Came down, but there's this really brushy draw we didn't know about, and he wouldn't come across it, and he finally went over. But Brent has a trail camera, went and checked it, and a half hour before we called him in, he was in the wallow. Really nice 6-point.
Yeah.
And these no-see-ums are... So we're gonna hike out of here.
The bugs are extremely bad.
An adventuresome day, to say the least.
Yeah.
We called in an elk and he bugled more than once.
Yeah. Prayers with Dave on his new scar on his calf. He'll be laughing about it in a couple of months, but probably not tonight when that thing starts hurting and swelling up. All right.
Let's go.
Get out of here.
Well, it's the morning of day 5, and these nights of 4.5 and 5 hours of sleep are catching up. But today might be the day, so we're gonna drive back over and meet Brent where we hunted last night and drop off the left side instead of the right side of the ridge and go see if we can get a Roosevelt bull elk to bugle. Got today, so we have today, tomorrow, and Friday left. Try to get it done. It's been an adventure, and we're seeing some incredible country and starting to figure out where the elk are. They're just so spread out, so few and far between them. Just have one bull in a pocket and hike through a bunch of brush and a bunch of country and come upon one cow. So we're gonna go and beat the brush, hike more country, see if we can get it done.
I feel good. Problem is, you can't tell which clothes you've worn and which clothes you haven't. They're all just exactly the same wetness.
Yeah, I smell them.
And the smell's just kind of a funk in the whole trailer. Ready to kill?
Maybe.
What time is it? 4:48? Oh, a little bit today.
I could got mosquito spray in my eye.
Getting bit there.
It's more than a slight burn. I'm gonna be left eye dominant today.
Grab my bow instead.
Huh?
You overuse my bow instead.
Yeah, can you get your bow? My right eye's not gonna work today. Can smell them right here. The wind's coming in our face from the draw. Can definitely smell the elk. We've also got this ocean fog rolling in, which I understand isn't great. Elk don't like to bugle in the fog, evidently. It's been kind of last night. See if we can wrestle up a bugle.
Cruise down, but if we get down into this, it'll drop or we can see down there.
Got a little growl from 400 yards down the hill, so we're going to move in quiet. See if we can't get closer and get him fired up.
I don't know. Huh? I don't know. Did it seem high? I shot it for 38. That's why I couldn't range. I ranged a tree down there at 43 and he was in front of it. And I knew he was angling up, but I didn't know how much. Pass through maybe. Yeah, I ranged that tree down there at 37. I think he was in front of it. Huh? So crazy, they just materialize out of nowhere. Wind blowing right at him and cows at 8 yards. That was just insane. Like I was hoping he would come right here where that cow did at 10 yards. Really? The shot was good. I mean, I put the pin on it, squeezed it off, had it anchored, so just depends on how far he really was.
I heard your arrow hit a tree.
Me too. I just hope it was after it passed through him.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I didn't hear much before it, but
Yeah.
it sounded like
There was a solid thump. Should we go down and see if there's an arrow in a tree? What's that? Can you stay right here so I can see where I was at when I shot? And it was by... See the big tree back there? There's a little clump of brush in front of it.
yeah.
There's a little clump of brush there to the right. Or a bigger clump of brush to the right. Yeah, it was behind one of those two. No blood. I don't know how that missed. It's 37 yards to right here. I shot him for 38. He had to have been standing right there. But there's not a drop of blood on that arrow. I just wonder if I 47 to the tree. I shot him for 38 and he was standing right where you are. I must have shot 2 inches underneath him somehow.
It sounded like there was a little bit of a click before.
That's just looking right there. There's that one green limb sticking up. No excuses, I missed, but it sucks. Like dream bowl, dream area, fog coming in, just materialized out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And now I've got an arrow lodged in a 120-year-old tree. It's not coming out.
I think that you're just gonna maybe be able to unscrew it.
Scuff marks on the fledge. Contacted something.
From where I was at, I couldn't tell if there was a sound of it going through the body
Oh yeah.
or the sound of it.
Either that green branch sticking up or the fern right there. I even took a step to the right just because he had stopped behind the ferns. Vitals were exposed, but not all the way into the shoulder. So I took a step a foot to the right, just opened that up, anchored in there and shot, but I must have stepped right in the line of that limb. Doesn't take much, evidently.
Clean this up.
On a great Roosevelt bowl. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little more than slightly frustrated. I'm good. Feet are good. Legs are good. Back's good. Shooting sucks. We're 5 days in our experience level of hunting Roosevelts, but we did have a good day today. We got into elk. Can you explain why?
I don't know about today, but I know early season like this, a lot of times you'll find them held up in these draws, and until the rain comes more than what we're getting, they won't move more than a few hundred yards. They'll stay right there if they're not pressured. That's why we've been able to come back to this spot 3 different times, and these elk have been within a couple hundred yards where they've been the whole time. They're not traveling long distance yet. So until later in the year, they'll hold tight. Once these bulls start running more, they'll start taking them, greater distances.
So you get more rain in September than here along the coast.
Usually come to the second, third week, it starts to get a lot wetter.
And that when they move out of the draws.
Then they're just on a roll. I mean, they could be anywhere. We started one night and it'll be clear over here the next morning. It's just they're gone.
But early season, if you find them, focus right
They're
there.
gonna stay there. If you don't scare them out of those areas, they're not gonna move very much.
But I think we've tried scaring these ones and they won't leave, so.
Just like last night, I'm pretty sure that bull that we left to the wallow was just a couple hundred yards up on that hill that next day. I think they're gonna hang right there until they're ready to start finding their cows and herding them up.
And that's what's another thing's been crazy is we covered 4 miles, 4.5 miles tonight, and we didn't see a single track until we got right here where we've seen them multiple times.
But later in the year, if we were to come across
brought to you by the Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation, is Hunt the Pockets. Find where the elk are early season in the Roosevelt country, and they're going to stay right in those little seep straws where there's brush. They can feed out 100 yards and back in. Because literally, day one, they were right down here. They went right up the draw into that saddle. Tonight, we came in from the top, hit the saddle, and they came right back down to where they were first morning. They've been here every day. So.
Even the second day.
And the second day, yep. And
One of them
the
was
third
killed.
day.
One of them was killed.
Yeah.
They're still in here.
Just like if we go back where we were this morning Friday, there's all we're gonna be right there again.
We just made it off the mountain. Brent and Donnie went back to get the second truck and drive it around. And John and I are sitting here waiting and reminiscing over the last 5 days and how sore our legs are. We did 10 miles today. And a 10-mile day is a tough day in elk country, but in Roosevelt country it's covering ground, no doubt. We did, I think, 11 yesterday just with David's accident, going in and out a couple times there, shuttling him and stuff out. That was 11, but some of that was, fairly flat, grassy roads, so it wasn't too bad. Today was 10 miles of coastal Roosevelt country, and it's just crazy how those elk are in pockets. Where we're used to hitting a ridge and going and just throwing bugles off and getting answers from drainages away. Here you'll pop over a ridge and you were 100 yards away last time and didn't hear anything. You pop over and it bugles 100 yards in front of you. And just completely different game. But we're day 5 and put some miles on and don't have a whole lot of encounters to show, but I know I was very disappointed in the outcome of the shot this morning. And I think as the days wore on, I've realized that it's just a freak deal. My fletch has a little black stripe right on the edge of it where it contacted the branch there. There's a stub sticking up off of a log, and I saw it and thought for sure I'd clear it. It wasn't even near the sight pin I was using, but evidently it just jumped the string and caught the fletch there. But arrow hit the branch and deflected the back end up, so the front end down, and it was stuck in the tree at a pretty strong downward angle, which seemed odd. But it couldn't have missed that thing by inches. It was 2 feet off the ground where it was in the tree, and it was 6 feet behind the elk, so it didn't miss by much, but it missed. And I think as the day's gone on, if I don't get another opportunity, I'll be more okay than if I hadn't had that opportunity, for sure. That was just, it's awesome. I mean, it was so picture perfect, just the fog and that calf coming up right in front of us, just feet in front of us, and then that fog coming up through there and those antlers just materializing, and it was pretty awesome. So we've got 2 more days, so it gets down to the last couple days of the hunt. It always feels a little desperate isn't the right word, but just realizing the reality that we probably aren't going to fill both our tags, and certainly not going the pessimistic route and giving up, but the reality of it is we may not. And I think it's so important just to point out that public land elk hunting success rates being at 10%, 12%, on the high side. We're hunting one of the lowest densely populated areas in the state for Roosevelt elk, just because I wanted that experience of the old growth. And there's certainly more elk in other areas where there's more logging and thinning and reprod, but I think just for this experience it's been incredible and definitely made the right decision. But that being said, we've got 2 days left to try and fill 1 tag. to try to fill 2 is going to be a pretty tall order, but we're going to keep going. And I think with the opportunity I had today, I'm okay. I got a shot at a beautiful bull at 37 yards and fortunately didn't wound it. That's always something I hate to miss, but I guess rather have that result than live with a wound. But Donnie's up tomorrow, and Donnie's an eternal optimist, so I know he's hopeful, and the weather holds out for us. It's just crazy in that fog. We call it fog. They call it a rainstorm because it literally, when that fog rolls in, there's just so much condensation because we're so close to the ocean that it just literally starts dripping out of the trees, and it's a full-on rainstorm, really. It's supposed to do that tomorrow and be foggy, so there's high chance of rain.
I pooped. Mega pooped. Time to see if the solar charger is charged.
Hopefully it saw the sky.
You missed.
That's painful.
Yeah.
Even sitting here almost 3 months later, that's when I want back.
It's a good thing about having John there with the cameras. We can live it up for a long time.
That was, the hard part, that was like a dream setup. That's what I've dreamed about forever. From watching the born and raised guys back 10 years ago hunting the Oregon coast, just seeing them in that old growth, just the black, dark, no light comes through that canopy, and then everything underneath is just open and green, and those ferns, and
it's like they're glowing.
Yeah. And then you get the fog thrown in there that we had that morning. It's just that bull materialized. John's like, he's right there. And I'm looking, and all of a sudden I just see these antlers just out of the fog right there, 40, 50 yards in front of me. He turns, comes up the hill, that white body moving through the trees.
Yeah.
Still hurts. And it was a chip shot, 35 yards. It was right there. Cal called and stopped him. I could have shot right there. Just there were some ferns covering his shoulder, and from my angle I took a step to the right, and it opened up his whole vitals, and
put a stick in the way.
Evidently stepped right into a stick that I didn't see. I mean, I thought I had wide open path there, and just through the fog and everything, evidently 1 inch. If I'd have shot, I mean, you can see on my fletch, on my arrow, you can see the outside of it has a black streak on it where it just contacted that stick, and 1 inch any direction, and we'd have been packing that bull. Yeah, that one hurt. That was, everything comes together, and then one thing falls apart. That's archery hunting. And I think at this point, we're 4 days into a 7-day hunt. It's, that hurts. That's a kick in the stomach, and it's so vital right now to pull it together and to.
That was the first elk that we'd been within
bow range,
60 yards of.
Yeah. But we've got 3 days left to lick our wounds and pull it back together. And obviously, that bull was bugling. We just have to find that pocket. I think that's kind of what we're learning. It's what Brent talked about in today's strategy for success was they're in pockets this time of year, and they aren't roaming a lot. So you've got to get in there and really seek them out and find them. So
yeah, they're not bugling from far away. Only once we get up real close to them, and they're not rutting at all. They're just kind of whispering back to us.
This one, I think, that he bugled good. He was with the cows. We obviously didn't get a lot of interaction just because it was so foggy. We were trying to listen and see where he was, and all of a sudden, 10 yards right there, as a cow pops up and walks right across in front of us, and we realize we're in the middle of them and kind of locked down. But
Yeah.
That's man, that's bow hunting. So close. Leave us a comment.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying this. All the comment and feedback and everything that we're getting is everybody's been there, seems like, and
Struggling with us.
comments from the Brinker incident are good to read through and gather some extra info and some other things to look at. So,
Yep.
no, it's still a lot of season left.
Yep. We're gonna pick ourselves back up and dust our boots off. And
Haha, boots.
speaking of boots,
I'm going to give away a pair of boots. Tonight's comments, we'll pick something from one of the comments from down below and give away my pair of Nevada GTX boots. I've worn them out. I don't need them anymore, so I'm going to give them away.
no, we're not. We're giving away a new pair. Crispi has been kind enough to give us a new pair to give away. So
Yeah.
they're Donnie's boots, the boot Donnie wears, but we'll get them in your size, and they'll be new in the box.
Yeah.
And they won't smell like John the cameraman's feet, which
Yeah,
that's just...
now we know why we're not getting close to any elk.
Did you see his feet? That was horrible. He's walking around in wet boots for the last 4 days. He's not wearing Crispies.
I think that was his second pair of boots too, because his other boots were soaked.
Need to get him a pair of Crispies.
Glad he has his headphones on right now because he can't hear us.
Leave a comment down below right here on YouTube. We're going to pick a winner, give away Donnie's boots that'll be new in your size and not stink. But keep your feet dry.
Yeah. Join us tomorrow. Another episode coming in hot.
Yeah.
We have a lot more to go. There's still some wet ferns to walk through.
Some thick brush. We're going to take you on an adventure tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks again. Seriously, just thank you. Thanks for being here with us. Thanks for following us on this. We're living the dream. We know that. We're so incredibly blessed to be able to go and go on these adventures and to have you tag along with us, to be able to share it with you. It's pretty awesome. So thank you.
We're giving away a bugle tube tonight too, with the boots.
What is with you giving away all my stuff?
Hey,
Well, you just gave away a pair of boots. Isn't that enough?
no,
Okay. Well,
bugle tube and a reed.
bugle tube and a diaphragm. Bully Bull Extreme tube from Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls with the Sitka Subalpine cover and the brand new Champ Elk 101 Signature Series diaphragm from Rocky Mountain Hunting Calls.
There you go.
We'll give 2 people. So somebody's going to win the boots. Somebody's going to win the elk call package.
There we go.
That work?
Yep.
Okay.
You're welcome.
Shipping department's going to love us.
All right. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.
Thanks.